Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be why they hate your happiness. Yes, sir. Let me say a louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, this gonna be an interesting video, okay? See, this video is gonna be about why they hate your happiness. All right, now let me say this, y'all. Y'all know I got my glorious list, but I want to start off with this particular quote right here, okay? And it says in this quote, y'all, it says, most happiness is overlooked because it doesn't cost anything. Yes, sir. Let me say it one more time, louder for the people in the back. Listen, family, it says right here, y'all, most happiness is overlooked because it doesn't cost anything, all right? So what does that mean, Reno? That simply means that people overlook the small things, right? The things that they would wish they had, the things they would cry for, right? The things they would die for if it no longer existed, all right? And so y'all already know, once again, y'all, I'm gonna go into my glorious list, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel if any one of these reasons resonate with you. Yes, sir. And not only that, y'all, drop in the comments and say, you won't block my life. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, you won't block my light. Now, the first reason of why they don't want you happy is going to be this, y'all. They are not happy. All right? See, I know it's not rocket science, but need I say it again? Let me say it one more time, y'all. They are not happy. Okay? And so, with that being said, listen, y'all. They have an unhappy life. All right? Maybe an unhappy wife. Okay? Unhappy husband. Unhappy household. Unhappy kids, unhappy everything. And here you are striving for happiness. Yes, sir. Here you are striving to be better. Here you are talking about the things that you have accomplished and achieved in life, okay? And see, I'm not even saying that you are all the way there yet. Because at the end of the day, y'all, us as human beings, well, I would say the mass majority of human beings, we are never going to be satisfied of where we are, right? So we have this thing called ambition, some of us. We have this thing called procrastination, a lot of us. And we have this thing, called dream chasing, okay, for some of us. And that happens to be you, right? They happen to be procrastinators and the people who didn't achieve more things in life, right? And so sometimes, y'all, they take their frustration out on you. They not happy, okay? Somebody drop in the comments and say, it ain't my fault. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say it ain't my fault. And so, y'all, you probably see this person at work. Okay, they always at work. You probably see this in your family, right? You ain't got no choice but to see them in your family. Okay, especially for those who watching this probably younger. All right, but for my older people, listen, y'all don't have to be around them, so y'all have a choice. But y'all get what I mean, right? When you are around this negative person or this person who is not happy, they look at you and they want you to join the party. Yeah, y'all, they want you to join the party, all right? But drop in the comments, y'all, and say, you can stay miserable. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, you can stay miserable because your life, right, and your path is much different from them. And just because they're not happy, it doesn't mean that you should be happy. Once again, y'all, just because they're not happy, it doesn't mean that you should not be happy. And so, just because they're not happy, it doesn't mean that you should not be happy, all right? Let me say it once again, y'all. Just because they're not happy, it doesn't mean that you should not be happy, y'all. It's not fair, okay? It's not fair. And a lot of people don't care about fairness. They're like, hey, I ain't happy, so I don't want you to be happy. And that ain't how that go, y'all. That ain't right. And a lot of times, y'all, people are comparing themselves to other individuals. And here you are. They comparing themselves to your life. They're comparing their lives to other people who they don't even know. And so they take out their frustration once again on you, projecting their angers, insecurities, frustrations all on you. And that ain't right, y'all. And so if this first reason resonated with you, drop in the comments and let me know, y'all. They are not happy, okay? And just because they're not happy, it doesn't mean that you're obligated to not be happy, all right? And once again, y'all, if this resonated, drop in the comments below and let me know. So the second reason they don't want you happy is going to be this, chosen ones. They feel like a failure. Yes, sir. Let me say it once again, y'all. And I know this may sting a little bit, right? But I gotta say it, y'all. They feel like a failure. So, Reno, why do they feel like a failure? Maybe they were chasing their dreams, y'all, right? Maybe they was doing something that they always wanted to do in life and they failed. But they never picked it back up, right? Or they never seemed to find that thing that made them wake up in the morning. That thing that was passionate about. That thing that made them happy, right? And so here you are talking about, yeah, man, I'm finna build my business. Oh, yeah, man, I'm about to start me a new family. Oh, yeah, man, I'm about to do this and do that. They looking at you like, shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear it, right? And so what I want you to realize is, understand this, y'all. Don't take it personal. Although you don't have to be around them, I'm not saying that you got to be around them now. I'm just trying to make sure I clarify. Don't even take it personal. Why? Because they are only projecting how they feel about themselves onto you. Did y'all know this, y'all? I used to think that dreams had expiration dates on them. How ignorant of me. I used to think that dreams had expiration dates on them, okay? And so, to an extent, it has a little bit of truth to it, to an extent, depending on what you're doing. But for the most part, y'all, I don't lean to that understanding. I don't lean to that belief system. I'm more so the person who says, listen, I don't care if you're 69, I don't care if you're 59, I don't care if you're 49. You can do whatever you put your mind to, right? Anything that is believable in reality, it is achievable, right? I'm not sitting here saying that you can be an astronaut at 69 years old if you don't know the right people, if you didn't go to school, or if you didn't do the right requirements. I'm not simply saying that you can wake up in the morning and say, yeah, I'm going to be an astronaut. I'm not saying that. But what I'm simply saying, y'all, is this right here. Just like Samuel Jackson, y'all, do y'all know what age he was when he started his first acting gig? Okay, professionally, Samuel Jackson was 40 years old. Have y'all ever heard of KFC, Colonel Sanders, right? I may be butchering his name, y'all, so y'all can correct me in the comments, but y'all ever heard of him, KFC? He was 62 years old when he came up with that recipe, that famous brand, KFC. So, Reno, what are you saying right now? They are not happy because maybe it was a dream that they could have kept going, right? Or they could have never gave up on, just like Samuel Jackson, Colonel Sanders, right? But they did the opposite of them. And so now they see resentment in you. Now they see resentment in you. And so all I'm simply saying, y'all, is this right here. Don't take it personal once again, y'all. They just have not been able to achieve whatever they want to achieve or do whatever they wanted to do. They're living a life that they don't even want to live, okay? And they only doing it because they feel like, man, this is the paycheck, or man, this is all I can do, or man, I feel like this is all I'm able to do, right? And so what I want you to realize is, y'all, that's going to cause them to not be happy for you, all right? That's going to cause them to be jealous of you. That's going to cause them to not like what you do. Simple as that, y'all. Simple as that. And so if that resonated with you, y'all drop in the comments and let me know, all right? But we're going to move on to the third reason of why they don't want you happy. It's going to be this, family: lack of understanding. Okay? Let me say it one more time, y'all. Louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, y'all. Lack of understanding, right? And so this right here is actually probably, to me, going to be one of the most powerful ones. Why? Because if you don't have understanding, you don't have nothing. I can sit here and tell you all day that, listen, this is how I made $1 million, right? But if you do not comprehend or understand anything that's coming out of my mouth, just like Chris Tucker, y'all, on Rush Hour, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? If you don't understand what are coming out of my mouth, it don't mean a hill of beans, y'all. Why? Because you don't have understanding. So right here, y'all, in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 5, it says this right here, y'all. It says, get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. All right, let me say it once again, louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, it says, get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. What does that mean, Reno? And all the things that you do in life get you some understanding. Well, what does that got to do with anything, Reno? Understand this, y'all. They don't understand happiness. We live in a community and a society where people don't like what they don't understand. We live in a community or in a society where people do not like what they don't understand. Meaning, I can have a bottle of medicine and it can be the cure of death, right? You take this, you'll never die again, right? But just because a person don't understand it, understand where it comes from, understand what it is, they not gonna take it and they won't like it. Why? Because they don't understand it. So what are you saying right now, Reno? All I'm simply saying, y'all, is those who don't have understanding of happiness, you can't expect for them to understand how to be happy for you. They don't even understand how to be happy for themselves, right? So just charge that to the game, y'all. Don't even charge it to them. You just gonna have to allow them to be who they are. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I don't blame you. All right? And so all I'm simply saying, y'all, is this right here. Listen, your happiness is dependent on yourself and not dependent on no other individual, y'all. They're gonna be who they are. They don't know how to be happy for you. Point blank, case is closed. All right? And so with that being said, y'all, we're going to move on to the fourth one. But if that resonated with y'all, if y'all got a situation going on, whether it's at work, at home, whatever the case is, y'all, drop in the comments below and let me know, y'all. We're going to move on to the fourth reason they don't want you happy. It's going to be this chosen one: lack of self-love. All right? We're getting deeper, y'all. We're going a little deeper, y'all. Lack of self-love. So, Reno, why is that so important and why is that so deep? Well, it's very similar to the lack of understanding one, y'all, right? Them not understanding happiness. How can they understand being happy for you? Well, very similar to this. Understand this, y'all. They don't have love for themselves, so how can you expect for them to love you? I'm going to go ahead and get directly into the scripture on this one, y'all. So Genesis chapter 1, verse 27 says this. It's going to be very basic, but understand and follow me of where I'm going. It says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Let me say it one more time, y'all, and maybe y'all can grasp what I'm saying. But Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. What are you saying right now, Reno? You should not be complaining. You should not have a lack of self-love if you understand who you are and whose you are. They don't understand that they were made in the likeness. They don't understand that they was made in his image. Therefore, they don't have self-love for themselves. So how can you expect for them to love you? How can you expect for some people to love you or a person to love you if they don't love themselves? All right? And so all I want you to realize, y'all, is this right here. Don't take it personal once again. You got to realize they have a lack of self-love. Maybe they wasn't getting love inside their home and it caused them to have resentment. Maybe they wasn't getting love inside their relationship and it caused them to have neglect. Maybe they wasn't getting love at school and it caused them to have some type of internal pain. Whatever the case is, y'all. But what I want you to realize is they have a lack of self-love. So it's going to be a whole bunch of lack when it comes to you. How can they love you when they don't even love themselves? All right. Listen, y'all, this is like taking candy from a baby. All right. And the reason why it's so easy is because once you realize the reasons and the signs, you will be able to detect it. Like, okay, I see why you acting like this. You know what? I ain't even going to take it personal. I'm going to just move on about my life. I'm going to just go ahead and keep doing me, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say I'm doing me. And so all I want y'all to realize is those who are not happy for you, y'all, a major reason is because they don't love themselves, all right? And so how can you love someone else or be happy for another individual when you're not happy for yourself or love your own self, all right? And so with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the last one. Number 5, y'all. No one was ever happy for them, all right? This is probably going to be one of the deepest ones. No one was ever happy for them. This goes all the way back to childhood, right? This goes all the way back, you know, to them being a kid, adolescent, right? Coming in that room, telling their mom or dad to say, hey mom, hey dad, look, I made an A on this paper. And they mom or dad say, get out of my room. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, whatever. Right? And it hurt them. They're crushed on the inside. This goes all the way back when they just wanted somebody to look at them ride a bicycle. It goes all the way back to whenever they had their first crush or first boyfriend or girlfriend, and they just wanted to talk about sex or talk about basic things that they could learn from their parents, and they always shushed them away. And so what I want you to realize is nobody ever showed them that type of attention. Nobody showed them that they actually cared. How you think they're going to show that they care for you when they never had it, when they never received it? They don't even know what it smelled like or looked like. So how can they give it, right? Everybody's love language is different. Absolutely, I get it. But some people simply don't even know how to love because it wasn't given to them. Some people don't understand how to be happy because it wasn't given to them. What are you saying, Reno? No one was ever happy for them. For being inquisitive, for being a good person, for being, for not making a mistake. Whatever the case is, y'all, no one was ever happy for them. No one ever showed interest in them. And here you are. People are attracting to you. People are interested into you, right? And they are around your proximity, okay? Somebody you just met, family, whoever. And you are expecting for them to be happy, but they can't. Because they can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give a person what you don't have, right? You can't give a person what you don't have. And so you got to really let that sink in, y'all. No one was ever happy for them. And so with that being said, y'all, I know this was a powerful video. Drop in the comments, y'all, let me know if it was. But we're going to go ahead and do a recap, okay? And then we're going to conclude this video. So the recap of this, right? 5 reasons they don't want you happy. Number 1, they're not happy. Number 2, they feel like a failure. Number 3, lack of understanding. Number 4, lack of self-love. And number 5, no one was ever happy for them. Okay? This was probably one of the most powerful videos. If it was powerful, y'all drop in the comments and say powerful, okay? And so with that being said, y'all already know how we do. Y'all can check out any one of the links in my description. Check out any one of my books. That's 8 Steps to Self-Publishing, a Successful Book, Rich Mentality, Traumatized by Love, as well as Fairly Unequal. Also, be sure to check out any one of my memberships. That's my YouTube membership, as well as my Patreon. And don't forget, enroll into my social influence course where I show you how to build up your social media platform, as well as become a self-published author. So you can leverage your expertise and position yourself as an expert in your field. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish a book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments, social influence. If you want to build up your social influence, click that link in the bio and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.